What's up, guys and gals? Welcome to another episode of Prime Minds. My name's RG Explode, and I got the homies BuythaDip and DMac in with me today. We're going to be breaking down Valeria Studios AMA from March the 2nd. Topics of this today is going to be NFT Paris. We're going to be talking about the game dev and updates, the digital trading card game, NFT NYC, the AMAs, and you guys' favorite, the Alpha. Let's start off, guys. What's up with NFT Paris? What you got, Z?
Well, I mean, the first thing that we got to get out of the way is all the names that they dropped. Like, they went to go see a lot of people, met a lot of community members. One of the biggest shout-outs they wanted to give was to Sooltan. He's the one who convinced them to go out there. He's an OG community member. It has been amazing with a lot of the collabs that guy's hooked up. They met Grail out there, who he's got his own cards in the game. He was one of the first big IP deal that they had. Jeffrey Gray was out there, who's a big Web3 gamer, has his own whole ecosystem built around following games and getting into new games. He used to be a big holder. Luca of Pudgy Penguins, who they just flipped, I don't remember if it was full-on base C's or definitely mutants for sure. They also met 9gag, one of the guys from the Big Meme Land project, who have a lot of followers on Twitter. But they actually had a pretty cool story, if you want to go back and listen to it, about how they snuck backstage and got introduced to 9gag. And they're talking about doing things with him potentially, because he knows Valeria from the 50+ lands that he holds. So that was really cool to hear. They dropped Tyler Durden from Mocaverse, the tokenomics guy, I forgot what his name was. I didn't quite catch that one. And then a bunch of influencers when it comes to Web3 gaming. Shiv, Yellow Panther, RPH. They dropped a video with RPH on their Twitter. Go check it out. They met Garga from Yuga Labs and kind of alluded about a discussion that they're going to try and further with that. But they also met Dim.eth of ApeDAO, and there was a lot that they talked with him about.
So there was a lot of networking going on, basically during NFT Paris, which, from the sounds of it, all the big players that they did talk to, man, it seemed to really work big in their favor, or is probably going to work big in their favor in the future, which we can, speculate about as well.
We can definitely see that happening, Dip. So as we know right now, the Season 2 collabs, they're still building up. So look at these top names that Z just dropped. I can see the list building for Season 2 collabs.
Yeah, and definitely. And then, even with Hilal and Sharif had the games on their Android phones, right, guys? And they were actually showing the gameplay, and then from the people that were meeting over there at this NFT NYC NFT Paris, and they got a lot of positive feedback off it, right? Like, this game looks complete and it looks very smooth, and the UI looks incredible, right?
Yeah, they really blew people away, they said, but they had to explain over and over again that they weren't ready to launch it yet. Right. They wanted to line up the marketing to get, the biggest saturation of marketing and also the biggest retention of players after onboarding, because that's really the end goal of building a game, right? Because you want to have people come, you want to have people do things, and talking about that, they were with some of the people that they networked with. Dim.eth from the ApeDAO already wants to set up ApeDAO themed tournament once Valerius gets launched. So bringing in apes, influencers, and some Valerians community members as well. So they're already bringing on really cool things from some of the meetings that they had at NFT Paris. And Hilal said that the biggest alpha they can't share is the stuff that happened at NFT Paris.
Well, not only, the influencers and stuff, right? And they also met and they played with the director of Earthstone, and, helped him out with their deck out gameplay issue, right? Which is massive for the TCG.
Yeah, they went to the Metafight event, and the people who set it up for them let them have their own table. and they literally just set up their TCG and were playing, and someone brought over the director of Hearthstone, and man, rest will be history for the writing. So especially as the rules evolve slightly to make it so that this trading card game pops off and people really want to adopt it and have fun playing it. It could be a big moment, guys, for sure.
Yeah, definitely a big enough moment for Sharif to be returning to London, right, for more collabs.
That's the interesting part, Dip. Sharif is in London right now, but we haven't seen any updates on Twitter. So, all the good things are kept secret, especially Sharif, since he loves to give so much alpha. Something good's going down.
Yeah, for sure, man. They're playing their cards right? And they want, timing's everything, right? And that's what we're going to get into next as far as the game dev and updates, right? The QR claim process is live for the TCG, as well as the digital packs. And then, of course, Prime Minds is going to have a video coming out soon for that. And then we do also have a video of the pack opening on our YouTube as well, guys. So if you want, you can go check that out, and then you can watch Z unpack some of those as well.
Yeah, Z really tore it up, guys.
I would highly advise watching at least the first pack that I opened. That was a blast.
Yeah. Honestly, with that first pack, Z, you don't need to watch the rest of the video. But a good video you guys need to see is the one Calico just released. The intern, he dropped the video going over all the collabs that Valeria's still active with, and it's a must watch, you guys, so it's definitely recommended. We're gonna drop it in the description box below. And Hilal, man, this guy keeps delivering. I feel like we got to bring him up one of these days so he can actually tell us what kind of work he does for Valeria Studios behind the scenes. But he's setting up a stress test to be able to handle 1 million players to be actively playing at the same time. Guys, what do you think about this?
I think it's great. I think it's great for bringing mass players to the game, right? Everybody wants to be secure, and everybody wants to know they're going to be safe, especially when they're gaming and when you're doing transactions.
Yeah, the guy who set up the credit card level security is now setting up credit card level security at a 1 million user base level. Killing it. Thank you. So he's just, making sure we're prepped for all the people that we plan on having coming in for the, the stuff that we talked about for the last AMA, the Helica points. We found out that's for a play to airdrop event, guys. They did make some changes. They're going to take 10 to 15% of the totals that we gave you guys before and add market activity to that. So previously it was 90% for in-game activity, 10% for social engagement. I personally think they're probably going to take that 10 to 15% directly out of the in-game activities, because the market activity includes things like purchasing Valerians in the game, purchasing digital trading cards, all the things that you're going to be doing in-game when it comes to the in-game economy. I'm speculating that that's going to be included with this market activity. What do you guys think about that?
Well, yeah, we're looking at it as the way I'm looking at this is kind of like a questing system, right? And you see this in a lot of Discords who do stuff like that, right? Like the Alphabot and stuff. You do certain things, right? Do these certain missions, and you get rewarded certain stuff. It'd be somewhere in the realm of that, which I think is great. It does incentivize player activity.
Remember, guys, it was already mentioned that all of these collab partners are going to have their own unique Helica code. So once these guys start building these things up, they're going to be releasing the codes to their own freaking followers. And imagine these guys that have 1 million followers. That's just one out of 80 collab guys. This is going to blow up soon, and it's going to be blowing up hard.
Yeah, definitely. And then also, the Meet partnership launches and allows royalties while preventing failed purchases of staked land, right, guys? Which has been a problem in the past, and now that's being fixed, right? So if someone has their land staked and they have it on the market, that essentially that transaction is not going to go through, and it's not going to cost the person that's trying to buy that any gas, right?
Yeah, no, it pretty much delists a stake land instead of allowing purchase. so that doesn't wreck the floor and it doesn't waste someone's gas. I'm partnering with Magic Eden and being one of their first ETH projects. We've said this before, it's going to be huge. Magic Eden is making a name for themselves with OpenSea pretty much shooting themselves in the foot by taking away creator royalties. So I wasn't even a huge fan of Magic Eden before they started allowing ordinals on. Like, they're having all of the market driven to them, whether they're good or not, or whether you want to use them or not. Like, they're having the market driven to them, and they're taking advantage of it, and they're taking advantage of it well. Yeah. And they're making it so people feel safe, which is a big part of what's going to make Web3 anything more mainstream.
Simple's better, kudos, right? Simple's better.
Yeah, kudos to them as that. Yes.
For sure. And also with that, man, a big part in this AMA was the TCG update, guys. So what do you think? And what do you have to say about that?
Well, I know that all of the cases are pretty much out there, guys. People have been posting on Twitter left and right that they've been receiving their boxes. They're doing the unboxing. As Dip mentioned earlier, Z-Mackin made a video about that, so check that out. It's really fun. And I can't wait for us to get our hands on his Dip, so we're going to be making our own unique video. And along with that, I'll support these guys. You know, when they're posting on Twitter, you know, retweet them. We got to let the word out, guys. This is another thing that has to do with building the community. It's kind of in our hands too. We make sure to support them. So all the boxes, all the influencers, the communities, their boxes are going to be shipped out after the UI updates have been completed and tested. So hopefully this week, guys.
There's a few things that they have to do to get it shipped out. So one of the things they're talking about doing before they come out is the difference between the trading card game digital reveal and the mobile game digital reveal. On the mobile, you can tell when you're getting a special card. If you get 1 out of the 3, it's got like a different color to it, and it's got a like shine around it, and it kind of glitters. But right now on the TCG, they're all the same.
Right. So, but isn't there a way you could tell? Because remember, we were just talking about it earlier before the show, RG, right?
That's right, man. So if you claim your digital booster packs right now, the ones that are going to be different, they're going to have like a purple back versus the common ones are just like blue. So that's how you can tell right now. But that's going to be updated soon, and we're going to be able to tell the difference. It's going to also bring a little bit more fun too when it comes to your digital pack openings.
Yeah, also, you know, they're going to be coming out with some SFX and music for burn mechanism stuff, right, guys? So they want all of this to hit in the marketplace as well.
That, and they want that QR code that you scan to direct to the rulebook, which I can confirm they just had me test like 45 minutes ago that now works as of this taping.
Nice.
And then they wanted to add a few filters to the inventory screen. I'm pretty sure they're talking about for with the new TCG sets that are coming out, because they want to make sure people can go and find exactly what they're looking for in the Valeria marketplace. And once all that stuff's out, then they're going to be shipping these boxes. Then we're going to start seeing the big names ripping packs. Like, I had a ton of fun in Prime Mind. I'm going to be doing more live streams because none of these other influencers out there got packs to open yet, baby. And I'm going to be ripping them. So watch out for those Prime Minds pack openings. We're giving away more. We're dropping that whole box, giving away all the QR codes before NFT NYC, guys. So keep an eye on the Prime Minds YouTube.
Speaking of NFT NYC, it really seems like everything is lining up perfectly for that event in April, right, guys? And I'm talking about that. What are some of the stuff that, you know, Valeria Games is planning to take to NFT NYC?
You're right, Dip. We're literally on the road to NFT NYC. It kind of makes me feel like we're on the way to the Super Bowl or freaking WrestleMania. This is the event that people want to go to. But they're going to be bringing all kinds of merch, booster packs. They're going to be bringing the Hero and the Conqueror starter decks, guys. There's going to be a booth as well for the in-game tournament, and I know Z is going to come represent. So bring the gold back home, Z. So the attendance is more to increase the brand awareness, the legitimacy of the Valeria Games, and it's time to finally reveal what they've been working for all these years and get it to people's hands, guys.
Yeah, man. Like, and the in-person tournament, by the way, is going to be in the center of the convention center, right? Which is a big thing. It's going to get a lot of eyeballs on this, guys, and I really look forward to this because it's going to really show how much growth Valeria Games has come from the last NFT NYC, right, Z?
Oh man, I've been getting emails from NFT NYC, and they're literally setting up like a Kubota in the center of the convention this time. So everyone's going to be walking around it. Like, you have no choice but to see what's going on in this little center area for whoever has it at that point in time. So being there is going to draw a lot of eyes. Doing the live tournament, and probably, I'm guessing they're going to give away some really cool stuff. Some of those, one of those very limited cards, some of those limited playmats, really cool swag. NFT NYC is where Valeria took off last year, and the connections they made there, the increase in floor price, which just kind of solidified the community's resolve in the project, and the fact that we haven't really gone back down past, like, I think, it was still double or triple floor price from before NFT NYC was the new low. Yeah. So I can't wait to see what happens after this year, guys. So
yeah,
I really hope the floor price just plummets. Please.
Speaking of, other, news and information, there was a lot of questions asked at this AMA, guys, right? And there was a lot of wins. So let's address the wins, right?
Yeah, the wins. The vast majority of the questions are wins. My personal opinion on this, having been in the space for a couple of years, and this month, Prime Minds will actually be celebrating 2 years. And this project has been one of the best Web3 ethos projects that I've participated in. And they've done it right the whole way, guys. The whole way. So now that we're almost at the finish line, we kind of have to put our trust in them. They've let us so far behind the curtains the whole time, but now it's time for them to put on the Web 2 shoes, and we kind of have to take a backseat as almost shareholders. That's a really bad term legally, but like, instead of active participants, we kind of have to allow the people who are the directors of this project and the creators to do their job, right?
Yeah.
They gotta be back behind the scenes doing the stuff that builds the entire product. Just because something might be done doesn't mean, or a portion of something might be done doesn't mean the entire product that you want to put out there is complete. So I would rather have a 5-course meal than just the popcorn shrimp to start me off.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. I mean, we've seen big projects that had a lot of experience that didn't make it, and these were at first just 2 guys, right, that never made a game before, never had a project, but had a great will and desire, right, and passion for this. So that just speaks to you guys. I mean, Sharif and Hilal have gotten everybody this far, along with the team that they have built over these years. So I just say, you gotta just let them grow, man. And sometimes you gotta let it grow, and you gotta let them do it organically as well.
Definitely, Dip. So going back to what you and Z mentioned, NFT NYC, it's gonna come all together. The team is gonna be trying to market and build up the hype to get max amount of players involved, and they can have max amount of enjoyment when it comes to this, guys. But moving on to the next question. Files and credit cards in the game? Not happening, guys. There's a lot of legal stuff regarding that, so this is way too early in the game to be even thinking about that. Hilal also mentioned that it actually had cost a lot of fees to be able to do that within the game, so it looks like that's not going to be happening. The Valeria, Z, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with it. Tell the community what's that about.
Yeah, Valeria, delay. That's, again, one that goes back to all the wins, but that's something that they got themselves into for giving us dates. But yeah, it's been a fun ride one way or the other. But people really want to know when CMC. And to get into that, the nitty gritty of it is everything has to be done. Again, whole product. CMC is a very legit source of information, and because of that, they take the nuances of what your token is doing very seriously. They need to know where every token's at, what its vesting schedule is, what its unlock schedule is, if it's burnt, synced, what's happening to it. They have to have all of that information to be able to give to their customers the true view of the value of the coin. So until we have all of that stuff ready, like, we're not going to be on CMC, guys.
And also, guys, that ain't going to mean shit, because if you don't stake your lands, you ain't getting nothing.
Yep. Stake your lands. Stake your lands.
There's confirmed backdated, right, to January. Z, is this correct?
That's what was confirmed from the 15th to or potentially even the 1st. So go and stake your lands if you haven't already. If you haven't yet, you've only lost 3 months. At the current emission rate, that's only 150 vals per land. Hopefully that only ends up being like $1,500. So
yeah. So please, guys, don't lose on any more money, guys. Please. And with that, there was another question asked: NFT NYC exclusives. And we did talk a little bit about this earlier, but I'll let you guys touch on that a little more. What are some of the exclusives that are coming to NFT NYC for those people that are going?
As we know right now, Dip, they're going to be having 300-piece playmats, and along with alt cards, specifically for the people that's going to be in NFT NYC. Z, did you guys get something the first time around?
So what they had out there was the metal cards for the legendaries. They gave us, each one of us that attended, we got a full set of the 10. I happened to get a second full set in the booster case, or the case that I won. And then they also had those NFT 2023 booster packs. The ones that when we first were giving out booster packs, those were the QR codes that they came in. So, yeah. This will be the second year in a row that they've attended, second year in a row that they're giving out exclusive swag that's dated with the NFT NYC name. Really, they're making some cool collector stuff, man. And I can't wait to get my hands on it. And I had to make sure that those playmats were going to be able to be signed with Sharpie. Because I'm going to get mine signed.
We already know, man. And I know, guys, we have reached... There's been a whole lot of information within this AMA, but for all good reasons. All these things that are coming out are good, not only for the project, but the growth and development of the project. And we're going to be getting into the last phase now, which is your guys' most favorite, which is the alpha, guys. So RG, take it away, bro. Give us the first piece of alpha that was talked about at the AMA.
Season 2 partnership, guys. They're going to be talking about Steady Stacks, Chrono Forge, and Block Games. But you know what I speculate? Maybe on Season 2? Pudgy Penguins. That's what I'm thinking, guys.
Pudgies.
I think they're trying to work their way into the Mochaverse land, dude. I think Sooltan's big over there, too, and that guy's a master of collabs. So, let's freaking go.
Also, we do have Ape collab, right? What's going on? So, like, Z, let us know about what's going on with this Ape collab that's going to be happening.
So, Hilal dropped some insane shit. The Ape token from ApeDAO wants to do Hilal described it as a digital vending machine, right? So you put in an Ape token or portion of an Ape token, and you get out one digital trading card game in return. And it's kind of like a gacha where they could put in 10,000 cards, and one of them is, a 6-star card. Mm-hmm. And everybody's trying to get that 6-star card and drop it in Ape. It kind of sounds like they're open to doing that same concept with multiple projects and multiple types of gaming tokens, and they're going to start stacking gaming tokens, man.
Yeah, and it's just great for marketing, right? Nothing, and we know a couple of projects that are doing some marketing with tokens too, right? So I think this is just one of the best things to actually gamify it.
think they're going to do with these tokens? You think they're just going to be burning them, distribution, or what do you guys think?
If it was me, and this is just all speculation, why not give it back to the community? Do some type of giveaways, right? I mean, who knows how much you're going to get in Ape and all that, but I mean, I think it's really cool burn mechanism. It's really cool marketing tool, and what better thing to do than to give it back to the community? As you guys know, we're biased because we are the community.
What about you, RG? What do you think, man? What's the possibilities in your mind?
Yeah, man. I really like the community distribution idea. Yeah, man. But let's talk about this stuff that's been marketing with other communities. What's that about?
So
well, that's the opportunities with using that same digital vending machine with, possibly getting some Mon from Pixelmon, getting some Prime from Parallel people, whatever type of gaming community they can work with, they can start, syncing their tokens in Treasury.
Right.
And yeah, they could distribute them, but they could also use it to participate in things that, are going to be token gated.
Yep.
Or, they might start offering people the opportunity to purchase community assets with those community tokens, and they could start establishing deeper connections and operations with these other projects through holding their tokens, and potentially even use tokens they've acquired to start acquiring those assets, and cross-pollination by asset rate way for us to stay committed to each other.
Yeah. Also, another big alpha, guys, is when is the damn game going to be coming to Discord, right? And the biggest answer is there's nothing stopping them from releasing it, right? It's ready, it's primed, it's ready for you guys to fucking break shit, and it's ready for them to take feedback, right? That feedback's going to be taken, and the info is going to be collected by Helica, and that's all going to be going into the upgrades, upleading to NFT NYC, guys, because we really want to have a nice polished game by then.
NFT NYC get the hype to max level as well, and then they're going to roll right into the play to airdrop event, man. And what a sweet way to end the month of March and roll into April and get just going. A bunch of crypto stuff happening in April as well. So I think max hype level could potentially be reached by mid-April, guys. So I'm super duper bullish on Valeria right now. But I'm already going back to NFT NYC just to be able to be the support there. So my dedication is shown on my sleeve.
Yeah, man. Well, as we say, guys, every AMA seems like it contains so much information, guys. And for you guys listening, we really appreciate you. We know we're tipping over the 20-25 minute mark. And so we do appreciate you guys listening to that long. And as always, Prime Minds, we bring you guys this content every single week. So it is greatly appreciated if you like and you subscribe and leave us a couple of comments. Tell the comment. You can reach to us, follow us on Twitter, Prime Minds Pod, and leave us, some stuff you would like to see more or some content. We appreciate it. For me and my co-host RG and Z Mackin, we always love bringing content to you guys, and we're gonna always end it as in Prime Minds think alike.